Well, October didn't go as well as I hoped it would. So let's look back at those October goals and how I did and what the plans are for November. Hey guys, welcome back to my Practically Imperfect Life. My name's Abby. I'm a homeschooling mom of 2 high schoolers, and I share all about our homeschooling through high school journey here on my channel, but also a bit about mom life as well. And one of the things I like to do is post these monthly goal videos because you guys really do help keep me accountable. You know, I cringed a little bit when I sat down to do this because I did not meet all of my goals in October. And some of it was because of external factors, you know, some things just happen, but also I dropped the ball a bit, right? And that happens, right? It happens to the best of us. Stuff just comes up and it completely throws a wrench in your plans. And part of it is I wanted to let you guys know that it's okay if you don't meet all of your monthly goals. It's okay if you need to push those goals out, change those goals, or throw those goals in the trash can and say, well, you know, I gave it a good shot. It's just, you know, we're not perfect. So I do my goals in 4 categories: homeschooling, home, family, and personal. So let's just jump right on in today. Homeschooling. Now, I did meet both of my homeschooling goals. I was really excited about this. I wanted to get our Advent materials ordered and here, and I did. I shared those in my Q1 homeschooling update if you'd like to see them. That is linked down below for you. And then my second goal was to get a playlist together for my daughter of different resources related to use of the graphing calculator, because that has been a source of huge amounts of frustration while she's doing her pre-calculus class. So I put together a playlist of different things, different channels and videos that explain more about using the graphing calculator, and some websites as well. I will go ahead and I will make that playlist public, and I'll link it to this video here. So if you'd like to check that out, if you have a high school student who's starting to use a graphing calculator and is just like, how do I do this? And you're the parent and you're sitting there going, I don't remember how to do this, because that has been us. You can check out that playlist and hopefully it will help you out. They're just resources that I put together for her to help with that. So I was excited that I met those. Now, I'm very ambitious homeschool-wise for the month of November. I have 3 things, and I'm really hoping I can make all of these work. So the first one, and I touched upon this in my Q1 update, is that I want to introduce our campfire curriculum into our group subjects this month. Now, we had intended to start doing that like 1 or 2 days a week back at the beginning of the school year, but we were really having trouble finding our groove. We've had just so many different scheduling changes and needing to be flexible with different things. And again, I touched upon this in my Q1 video, but we haven't started any of the campfire curriculum programs we got. I got the Titanic one to do with them. I got one on natural medicine, and I'm 90% sure I bought a 3rd one, and I can't remember which one it was. Now, it's been that kind of a month. But I'd like to start one. I really would like to do the natural medicine one with them, but I think they might overrule me. I think they want to do the Titanic one. And so since it's just more for fun learning, I think I'm going to let them have the win there. And we are going to try to start the Titanic program. And then we'll let you know what we think about it, because they both are kind of interested in that topic. So I want to get that started. The second thing is to kind of finalize organizing our holiday stuff. So we like to learn about, you know, different Christmas traditions and things like that. We focused largely the last couple of years on learning about German and like Austrian traditions because we are studying German in our homeschool. But I want to, you know, kind of broaden it a bit and do a little bit of fun study on Christmas traditions in different countries. Bringing in some different activities and recipes and, you know, books and videos and things like that. Kind of very Guest Hollow-esque, you know, because I'm such a big fan of how they pull together a bunch of different resources. So I have been kind of compiling different things and bookmarking different things on the computer, and I just want to kind of get it finalized, maybe create, you know, a document that has these different things on there. And I mean, I want to do this with my kids, but I also really want to be able to share it with you guys as a potential resource, you know, just something for free for you guys. You know, here's some activities you can do and links to crafts and recipes and videos and whatnot. So I want to get that all put together and be able to start doing that in December with my kids, and then also share those resources with you. So kind of a holidays around the world study is what we're aiming to do. And the third goal is probably the one that will be kind of the biggest change. And I want to try to do a project day each week, if possible. So we have a lot of different subjects that have different projects and labs. You know, they do labs for physics, they do labs for chemistry. They have recipes they're supposed to do in like experiments for their food science course. They have ones that they are supposed to do for, like my daughter's like government econ personal finance course has some things. My son's history course has some things. And right now, or at least up to this point, I have just kind of scheduled different things on different days. You know, that's kind of where it comes up on the schedule, whether that's doing one thing on Monday and two things on Wednesday and whatnot. And it's just been kind of all over the place. And it makes it a little chaotic to try to get those things done and harder for us to try to arrange to do them all together, or at least like the things that the kids can do together, because everybody's schedule is different. What I'd like to do is kind of rearrange how I'm putting things in their planners to try to make one day a week a lighter day on some of the other subjects and move all of the projects to one day. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if the kids are going to like burn out trying to like do a bunch of projects on one day. But I just feel like it might be easier to facilitate if I'm only having to have everything ready on that one day. And if we're not worried about doing like tons of other hardcore stuff in the other subjects, and we're just kind of enjoying those things. Right now, it's probably going to be like Wednesdays, like a Wednesday day, project day, because that's the day my son is off of work, my daughter doesn't work. Like that's the day everybody is like home the whole day. There's no weird gaps in the schedule. And so we're going to see how that works. We're going to trial it in the month of November. And if it works, fantastic. I will keep doing that the rest of the year. If it doesn't work, then we'll go back to doing it the way we are doing it. So this is just an example of how you can do some definite flexing in your homeschooling schedule if you find that something isn't working. So I'm really curious about how this will play out with the kids and what they think about it. And we're just going to give it the good old college try and see what happens. All right, category 2 is home, and my October goals were to get the garden cleaned out and to get my seed list done. Seed list is done. It's very long. It's very long. I should probably pare it down a little bit, but I don't want to. I kind of just want to get them all. So I got the seed list done. The garden is like 90% cleaned out. And I'm going to say that the weather played into that because it was gorgeous until like the third week of October. Like absolutely gorgeous. The weather was amazing. And I didn't even pull like the last of like the super tunias and stuff until, you know, like a week before Halloween. It was amazing how gorgeous it was. We, at the time of filming this, we hadn't even gotten our first frost. So like the dahlias haven't even died back yet. And once we have like a killing frost, those will have to be dug up and stored and things like that. So the majority of the clean out is done except for a few things. So maybe like one afternoon's worth of work. So partial success there. So November goals, all of the bulbs that I ordered have to go in. I did an Instagram story about this because I got like 1,000-ish to plant, which, you know, compared to, you know, some people like big time gardeners who plant thousands of bulbs every year, 1,000 is pretty mild, but it's still 1,000 holes you got to dig and 1,000 bulbs you got to put in. It's a project. So got to get that done. It's got to be done in November before the ground gets too hard. And then the second home goal, well, it's kind of like a two-part, right? So November is the time when all of the fall decorations are gonna come down in our house. And as we're getting ready to put up Christmas, it's also a good time to pull like all the normal decor, the stuff that's up year round, kind of off all of the shelves. Because, you know, when you have a lot of Christmas decorations, which I have a lot of Christmas decorations, you don't wanna like add them on top of stuff that's already there because then it starts to look super cluttered. So it's a great chance for me to pull things down and do a super deep clean, like a pre-holiday deep clean. Like, I mean, really getting rugs clean and windows clean and window tracks and, super cleaning and polishing off shelves, like making sure things are looking their best before I'm putting out our holiday decorations. And so I am gonna kind of do a deep cleaning video for you guys here soon, and it will show you just some of the things that I'm doing, some tips and tricks on ways to get different things like really looking good before the holidays. So getting that deep clean done and then getting all of the Christmas decorations up. And I am normally a day after Thanksgiving decorator, but I am going to get it done early this year. Part of it is like, I am just feeling supercharged for the Christmas season this year, more so than I have any other year. I don't know why, but I really feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm converting to that person who says November 1st is Christmas season, because I'm just really excited about it. So I'm looking forward to getting all of the decorations up. I also think part of it is that I want to, be able to have just more time to work on it and not feel like I'm so rushed to get it all up. So those are the home goals. Family goals. Our first family goal was to start getting Christmas shopping done and Christmas lists done. And I have everybody's lists. I have some Christmas shopping done. I don't have all of it. I'm probably like 50% done, which is still pretty good, for the end of October. The second goal was to do more of the cooking projects that my kids have for like my son's history course and their food science course, have us do them all together. And that's kind of what prompted that change in the homeschooling schedule, because this was a total fail. It was a total fail. We really tried, but it just wasn't happening. I mean, again, our daytime schedules have just been so wonky with like the kids' work schedules and then adding in sports and then trying to make sure that like our other schoolwork, that we're staying on top of it and helping them so much with that. It just didn't happen. And so that is part of the prompt for the homeschooling change. So total failure there. Stunk. So our family goals for this month, I've only got one, and it is to do different parts of the Christmas decorating setup, but with my kids. Normally, like I said, I decorate the weekend after Thanksgiving, and I do all of it. Like, I just go to town and get it all up. And this year, I want to incorporate my kids and have them really helping with different things. So I've already kind of started this with my daughter. She's gone out a couple times with me for us to look for certain things that we wanted to add or change to kind of theme things out a little differently this year. And it's been super fun. I told her, I said, I don't know, because you're kind of a terrible shopping partner, because you don't tell me no to anything. I'll be like, what do you think of this? And she'll be like, that's really cute, you should get it. And then I'll show her something else. That's really cute, you should get it. And I'm like, no, you have to tell me which one to get it, because if I buy all of it, then there's my Christmas budget out the window. So I was like laughingly telling her, I'm like, do you just enjoy watching me spend all my money on Christmas decorations? And then she laughed and smiled. And I thought, you do, don't you? But she's got a really great eye for things. And so I think having her help with like some of the indoor stuff especially will be fun. Having us just being able to kind of create different displays together and figure out how to do different things. And then my son, he is my handyman, and I have these really cool templates to make like it's like a big cutout nativity display, and then you attach lights to it. It's from, what's the name of the site? It's like Barbella Home, something like that. But she creates these amazing cutouts you can put in front of your house, and then they light up. And I've always wanted to have a nativity one for the front yard. So I'm going to have him help me make that. So, because that's, all of the cutting and the building stuff that he's really into. And so I think that'd be a great project for us to do together. It'll also be really nice to have him help me with the Christmas lights, because the older I get, the more I feel like I'm going to fall off the roof when I'm putting up lights. So the strapping young teenage boy can help me with that. And then last category, personal goals. So one of the goals was to do kind of like a friend gathering, or get some people together and just do a gathering time. Did that with a very small group. It was just a handful of friends, and it was so much fun. Like it was just casual. We just ate and drank coffee and talked, and it was just really nice to invite people in and do that. I would love to say that I was going to do it again in November, But I think I might try to do kind of like a Christmas tea in December instead, just because this month's already a bit hectic schedule-wise, and I don't want to put too much on my plate. But that goal was really fun to have achieved. But my other personal goal, my second goal, was to get more sewing time in, and I failed miserably at that. October just felt like it was go, 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 go. Like there was just something going on all the time, and I could not get that time to sit down and like quilt and sew. So, personal goal for November is to, again, try to get that sewing time in. I have all of these personal projects, like personalized gift projects I want to get done. And I want to have them all done in November. I do not want to be, feeling stressed trying to finish those in December. I mentioned that I'd like to try to get all my shopping done before December, but in reality, I could do some shopping in December, but I do not want to feel stressed about getting sewing projects done in December. So I've got to get some time in the sewing room in November. And the other thing I want to do in November is to get some more personal reading done. I am in a good spot as far as doing like the reading I need to do for the kids' school. I pre-read a lot of the books that we're going to be doing, the novel studies and the things that they're going to read for their courses. So I'm up to speed on everything. And I have so many books on my TBR that I want to read. And I just want to spend some of these nice evenings in November curled up under a blanket with a cup of cocoa, reading a book for a while. My brain needs it. It needs that break. It needs a chance to just decompress. Holidays are always, always kind of hectic. And I think that will just be the recharge that I need at the end of each day. So let me know down in the comments, how did your Octobers go? Were there any goals that you met that you'd like to share? Or would you like to tell us what some of your goals are for the month of November? Let's give each other that mom-to-mom encouragement that we all need. I think for November, I'm most excited about the Christmas Around the World project. I have been having a blast putting these resources together. I am really, really hoping that my kids enjoy it and get a lot out of it. And I'm really excited to share it all with you guys in some upcoming videos and just provide that as a free resource for you if you would like to use it in your homeschools as well. Don't forget to give this video a like before you go, guys. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscription button and that notification bell so that way you can follow along through our homeschooling through high school journey. As always, guys, I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next video.